All right, my friends, welcome back to Frog Boy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I wanted to review the Fanatec Clubsport V3 inverted pedals for you. So, what we're doing is I'm going to kind of be doing a race on Mount Panorama on Forza Motorsport. I did buy the boost kit or whatever for this. I am using the red polymers, or yeah, is that what they're called, or the elastomers, the red elastomers in here. Those are the medium setting ones. So those are not as stiff as the green, but they are, fairly stiff. I found that to be, so far, I haven't tried the green ones yet, but I found that to be a very decent balance for me because I do a lot of rally racing too. But where these brakes have absolutely improved for me is on track racing games, my friends. So you're probably wondering, it's like, dang, Frog, you cover a lot of these sim racing things, and the Fanatec is this platform I've paid for my whole self, myself. Other companies like Camus or Thrustmaster, they've sent me their products and stuff, but Fanatec is the one that I've spent money. Well, I mean, I've spent almost equal. I think I've equal amount of money on Thrustmaster. Those are the two brands that I've put a lot of money into, and I want to preface this by saying that these pedals alone have completely changed the way I look at the Fanatec brand overall. So the obviously, like the Fanatec DD GT Pro that I'm using right now is the 8 Newton meters. I've got the V2 Clubsport Universal Hub with the R330 rim on this. Obviously, this here is pretty much like your basic entry level direct drive wheelbase from Fanatec. And so this being my only experience with the Fanatec brand, like utilizing the pedals that came with it. Obviously, when I first got it, I was utilizing this with the included GT7 rim, which is very, very poor. I don't like that overall experience. But when I look at what this did, like by upgrading my wheel rim, that there definitely enhanced the experience. But obviously, with this being 8 Newton meters, the 330 millimeter rim kind of negates a little bit of the overall, power or whatever, which isn't terrible. I mean, it definitely still feels pretty dang good to utilize with this wheel rim. It just takes a little bit of time. So when I first got into the Fanatec brand, my friends, I had come from Camus, like a 15 Newton meter direct drive wheelbase. And like that one there, you pretty much have to get in there and dial it in and set it up for all your games and stuff like that. So when I first bought the Fanatec, I would see like other content creators and other people talking about like needing settings for like Forza and all these other games when they came out. And so just recently, probably like 5 or 6 months ago, I decided, you know what? I am going to start testing wheelbases out of the box. How do they feel? How can they? How would they be for a plug and play experience for the community that I'm trying to reach? So I've set everything that I use in the auto default settings. Wheelbases, everything. Everything is usually in the default settings now. When I get a wheel, I test it. Default settings. I don't play with anything. I don't set anything up. I don't test anything else. I did a little bit with the Thrustmaster T598, but for the most part, I've been testing these things in their default state for that type of community that just wants to get into sim racing and have something that is a plug and play experience. So since I put the Fanatec DD Pro into default freaking auto settings, this thing has improved dramatically. I'm finding it to be absolutely damn near close to perfect in every game that I play it on. Just recently, I put Forza Motorsport back into the default settings in the game with the Fanatec at the default settings, and this feels incredible. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in here. We're going to do this race, 5 laps on Mount Panorama, 23 racers, 8K resolution at, like on no ray tracing or anything like that. We're just full on freaking ray tracing or whatever. And I'm going to talk to you guys as I'm kind of driving. So this part of the video is going to just be me racing and kind of talking about the overall braking experience. Oh wow, that beamy got in me way. So guys, yeah, the one thing that I really want to stress about this pedal set is quality. Build quality is extremely premium. It feels very nice in like your hands, in the build quality. Like everything feels very nice on that part. When it comes to the actual way it feels, there are like some noises that it makes. Obviously, you know, like you get like the metal feeling or sounding stuff, you know, and it kind of sounds a little like squeaky sometimes and stuff like that. But you could probably get rid of the squeaks with just like a little bit of extra lube or some oil or something like that. But in terms of like actual freaking performance and usability and how they actually feel when you're driving, I've got the heavier spring on the throttle, so that absolutely gives me a lot better precision control over my throttle, my throttle control. Very good for track racing games like Forza Motorsport right here. But then also when I'm playing other types of games, you know, like my rally games, it absolutely definitely helps with the rally experience as well. Definitely very good, you know, overall throttle control, stuff like that. But the one thing that I really want to stress is the brakes without the boost kit or the performance kit or whatever they call it. The brakes without that, they can feel a little bit way too dang soft. So you're sitting there trying to dial in like the damper and all of that stuff to get a good feeling out of that. And to be completely honest with you, my friends, like I got it to feel pretty decent. Like I got it feeling pretty good to where it was at least usable, and I could start improving my overall driving experience across multiple different games. But I will tell you that getting the performance kit absolutely transformed this experience and made it even better. That was the thing that I was waiting for before doing this review, was I wanted to actually be able to reference how these pedals actually felt at their best, or at pretty close to their best. I don't have the hard in there, the super hard pedal feeling, and I don't necessarily know if it's 100% necessary. I know a lot of people like that really hard brake pedal, but I really like the way it feels right now. Like I have to put pressure on it to like get the car to stop or slow down or whatever. But at the same time, like it's not so much pressure that I'm like overdoing it and stuff like that. Like it just, to me, it like really feels good right now. Really feels very nice. So I'm like sitting there and I'm looking at this and I'm like, gosh dang, man. Like these guys here don't know how to drive that well. The Forza boys. These Forzas. Yeah, so like right now with the brakes, with the red freaking elastomers in there, like these things feel very nice. Like I feel like I can be very precise with the way they feel. I'm getting really decent overall freaking braking, brake pressure, a sense of speed, being able to slow down. Overall, like they just absolutely feel incredible. And after getting used to them now, I'm finding myself a lot more engaged in like the overall trail braking and everything else, you know, like I feel like I'm doing significantly better. I can hold a better line coming through some of these turns and stuff. And that's why I picked Mount Panorama, is because this one here, this track requires a high level of precision to be able to do decent on. You've got to have like really good overall brake. You got to be like dead on your trajectory where you're going into like these tracks and stuff. And it's like, whoa, man, when you're going into like some of these turns, yeah, you just want to be precise. And I definitely feel like the pedals have added more precision to the overall experience than the rim has, because obviously this rim is a little bit big for the overall Newton meter of the wheelbase. It definitely kind of makes like GT racing a little bit harder. Obviously this wheel rim size is more suited for rally, but the fact that I can get like that nice precision even with this while utilizing these pedals, that there makes me very, very happy, because I feel like a lot of the overall precision I've gained back is coming from the overall pedals, having better throttle control, having significantly better braking freaking control. It really does just make this a significantly better experience, and almost has me inclined to recommend Fanatec over the other options, just because of how much better this pedal set can really add, or just how much more this pedal set absolutely adds to the overall racing experience. Gosh, this dude's terrible with that turn. He just keeps ramming that freaking corner. I wish he would let me pass him. I'm gonna have to get right on him. That Porsche is pretty fast, man. Whew, I got him on like expert freaking level. Don't want to play these guys on anything but like being able to like show you guys the precision and just how nice these pedals are is incredible, man. I feel significantly better in my ability to trail brake. I definitely need to get better for sure, but just in the amount of time that I've had since getting these yesterday to now, I'm like, whoa, man, I am absolutely blown away at just how much better track racing feels with a load cell, with a stiffer load cell pedal. I'm like, dang, that is absolutely freaking incredible. I'm like, nice. And playing a game like Forza Motorsport, like this just feels pretty dang good nowadays. You can tell Turn 10 have went in there and like truly revamped the overall feeling of how the wheel and everything feels. I kind of believe that they've made it better now. So like I feel good about these pedals. Now, obviously I got them on the Black Friday deal, so I saved like 45% on them. I mean, oh shoot, I went in wrong on that one. I saved like 45% on these pedals, so yeah. Ooh, but I still feel like if I would have paid full price for them, the $599, I would still be happy with them. Obviously, I had to pay $40 for the elastomer set, so I do recommend if you do buy these, buy that with them, because the shipping costs on that was the same amount as buying them. It was like $40. I'm passing you this time, dude. Whoa, man, he's all over me. Oh, dang. Yeah, so like I ended up paying like another $40 just to get these here for the weekend. First time FedEx has ever told me that the package was going to be here and actually delivered it the day they said they were. That's actually a good thing. I might have to give them some props over on freaking Twitter. They actually did what they said they were going to do this time. I definitely feel like the overall precision is significantly better on these. They definitely do absolutely improve the overall experience, and with so many options out there for load brakes and stuff, these are by far the best set of load cell pedals I've ever used. My other favorite set before that was probably the Camus LC100s, but I definitely like the way these feel better. These actually are good. Like, I've been able to get them set up for both rally and freaking track racing now, so it's like, dang, the utility. Plus they just extrude so much more freaking, what's that called? Quality. These are very nice quality. They look absolutely beautiful. Absolutely freaking beautiful. Oh shoot! Woo! Man, see, look at that. Nice, nice, nice. This dude like slowed way down. I was able to freaking, I was able to hold on to that. The performance of these pedals is just so incredible. I feel really, really, really good using them. Feel like I could pull off some incredible freaking things with these. I should be able to freaking draft this guy, man. But he's drafting the other guy. Definitely makes for some more intense racing and stuff, my friends. I absolutely just cannot speak highly enough of these freaking pedals. They are absolutely incredible. The way they feel, the way they look, oh my gosh, they're absolutely freaking easily the best freaking experience that I've bought for my sim racing experience to date. They really do improve the overall experience in a way that like truly, let me go ahead and stop that recording. They really do improve the overall experience more than I ever thought was even possible. So like when you see like a new product come out, people are talking about like, oh, load cell this and load cell that, stiff this, stiff that. Not all things are the same for everybody. I know that for myself, having that little bit more squish in the pedal feels more natural to me. I've never driven a real race car, so I don't know how a real stiff pedal feels. So trying to equate that, like I feel like this is a little bit, I mean, this is definitely more stiff than my real car or my real pedals in my real vehicles. But to me, it feels better having to use the pressure versus, you know, like the position that you would normally use with like a potentiometer or a Hall effect or something like that. The pressure for me is definitely getting a lot easier and a lot more consistent every time going around these tracks and stuff. Now, I did a video. I have a video up earlier for like Mount Panorama. I did like 10 or something laps, and you could just see that like the consistency was just so much better throughout that whole track. It just felt smoother. I felt like more, like I felt like I could push more too. So I'm like, yeah, I really like these pedals. I definitely think that they are 100% worth your time and your investment into the Fanatec brand. And it literally has me to the point where it's like, maybe I do recommend Fanatec over everything else, just so that you can actually have a path of upgradability. I'm not ready to say that just yet, just because I want to try the Raceline load cell pedals that are supposed to be coming for the T598. Let me try those first, and then I kind of do like these are obviously going to be significantly better, just in terms of like premium quality, the build quality, all of that stuff. Obviously, when you look at what the Raceline pedal set already is, you can already tell that like, yes, these are more premium, but these are going to cost you more money. But yeah, it doesn't always, you don't always need like the highest quality stuff to have a good experience. So, all right, my friends, if you like this content and you found this helpful, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. And if you decide to buy anything from Fanatec or Next Level Racing, obviously I'm using Next Level Racing as my exclusive Cockpit brand. There is a link in the description for Next Level Racing. I am an affiliate. They do, and you can also save like 5%, 5% off of anything you buy there if you use the promo code Froggy24. So and I think it'll be Froggy25 if you're watching this in 25. So all right, guys, if you like this content, like I said, help the channel out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.